Criminal cases instigated in Astana against two leaders of the anti-monopoly agency, the executive secretary Alexander Konoplyany and the organization's deputy head Eskender Kudaybergenov. The instigation of the criminal case was partially confirmed by the agency's head.
So far, we have not received any official documents, nor did anybody have appealed to us yet. There were no direct accusations, and we find out about everything from the press. Nevertheless, it was later revealed that the head of the anti-monopoly authority was informed after all. According to Nurlan Aldabergenov, his deputies are accused of abusing their power. Yet the suspects continue to perform their duties because the charges are not sufficient enough to suspend them, said the main anti-monopolist in the government lobby. Moreover, one of the officials, the 35-year-old Alexander Konoplyany, used to work as the head of the secretariat of the current Prime Minister Karim Masimov.
Threats turned to action. East Kazakhstan faces a wave of rolling electricity blackouts as energy officials cut the power for several hours in entire villages and towns. Several neighborhoods were left without electricity in Ust-Kamenogorsk as well. Local residents and business owners accuse service providers of blackmail and authorities of not doing anything about it.
Energy crisis hits eastern Kazakhstan as rotating blackouts were resumed without prior notification, leaving villages, area centers and several districts of Ust-Kamenogorsk without electricity. Stores are closed while street lamps and even traffic lights do not work. People believe that local monopolist Shigis Energotrade is blackmailing local residents to increase its tariffs, which is planned to do for a long time now.
We had no power from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is crazy. Yesterday the blackout lasted for 5 hours and the power was cut again at 3 today. This is insulting. Do they want us to enter streets with a protest action?
Businessmen are outraged too as they sustain losses due to the unexpected power cuts. This is ridiculous. We're working with clients when the power went off, and of course they left unhappy. Due to blackouts, we also often lose water supply. See, I told you they turned it off at 3. Representatives of the city administration explained the situation by the deficits of electricity in the region, while there are no funds to buy it elsewhere, although the main reason is the debt of the utility companies and legal entities.
Legal entities owe us more than $3 million. Then cut them off. Why people have to endure 7 hours without electricity? First of all, stop yelling at me. Second, you asked the question, so let me answer it. Also, it is a completely different issue whether you'd like it or not.
The city administration was not able to provide a clear answer of when the blackouts will end. At the conclusion of the meeting, officials advised residents to save electricity and not to use elevators in order not to stuck inside after the next power cut.
State officials also have to deal with displeased citizens as several politicians have expressed their doubts about the customs union. 2 months have passed since Kazakhstan joined the economic alliance with Russia and Belarus. However, some MPs and oppositionists only now begin to speak up against the union.
The customs union is in the center of attention of Kazakhstan opposition. Politicians say that profits of the Kazakhstan in its alliance with Russia and Belarus are not really transparent.
I believe that we should always have the national interests of Kazakhstan in mind, and not the idea of how to please some Russian or Belarusian producers, Putin, Medvedev, Lukashenko or anybody else.
MP Guljana Karagusova agrees with the critique, although she is sure that the state is making a calculated risk. After the country enters the customs union, Kazakhstan is expected to lose customs revenue, which may be more than $460 million. In their turn, experts make it clear that the problems of the customs union are mostly improbable.
Any change results in the growth of prices, which is quite profitable, even for retailers. They raise prices because Kazakhstan joined the union.
Opposition leaders offered their own list of measures to increase the customs duty for oil, exempt small and middle business from taxes for 5 years, and index the population's wages. Nevertheless, analysts say that the mechanism of the customs union was launched a long time ago, which means that the opposition is too late with starting the analysis of the integration's consequences.
A heartbreaking family drama took place in Almaty on Tuesday when the emergency officers and education officials attempted to free 2 teenagers locked by their mentally unstable mother inside their home since last fall. Find out more from the next report.
A special operation of Almaty's emergency services on the deprivation of parental rights took place on the morning of February 23rd. About 30 people, including the local principal and the deputy head of the district administration, attempted to persuade the mother of 2 teenagers to open the door and give them her children. The negotiations were deemed failed after half an hour, and the police had to use force.
As a member of rescue services, I have to say that there is such a horrible mess inside. Even veteran rescuers were shocked by the smell.
For several years, Alexandra Bogomolova kept her children locked inside the apartment. They did not attend school or even went outside for walks. Ekaterina Bogomolova, Alexandra's mother-in-law, could only see her grandchildren through the window. The boy's name is Nikita and he is 16, and the girl, Isabella, is about 13. The woman's husband is working in Russia, but regularly sends money home.
She has always been estranged. We saw her only when she went to buy something, and even then she wouldn't talk to us much. I did see her children in the yard several times, but it's rare.
The children were taken to the Center of Temporary Isolation and Rehabilitation, while their mother was brought to a psychiatric clinic. If the examination will prove the woman's insanity, she will be deprived of her parental rights. According to neighbors, however, a similar attempt has already failed in the past, although the Juvenile Affairs Inspection is apparently more determined this time.
These were the latest updates from Kazakhstan. Thank you for being with us and goodbye.